Hello, and welcome to the second edition of the Student Council podcast. My name is Ella.
My name is Yanu.
And my name is Monty.
We are excited to release our second edition of our Student Council podcast on the topic of belonging and inclusion. Before we start, we need to give thanks to our local musician and fellow Student Council member who has created the podcast intro music, Monty. Now, let's jump right into it.
Have you ever felt as if you had been excluded by your friends? Or have you felt that you don't belong somewhere? Well, recent studies show that 6 in 10 young people have been socially excluded. This is 6 more than it should be. Everyone should be treated equally and accept others that don't have the same background as them. We're all humans after all.
To solve this problem, we have found a way to include everyone. Social integration is a complicated process that includes the interaction of different beings from different backgrounds within a community. This could mean playing with someone who is not from the same country as you, or maybe helping someone who doesn't speak English. These are some little things you should do in your everyday life if possible.
It is a very important part of understanding and harmony among people with different cultural, ethnic, and social backgrounds and identities. 3 important advances to social integration are assimilation, multiculturalism, and integration. Most of you said that a mix of assimilation and multiculturalism is the best method for different cultures and backgrounds to integrate.
Assimilation. Assimilation is a process where individuals or groups from different cultural backgrounds gradually adopt the customs, values, and norms of the dominant culture.
In an assimilationist approach, there is an expectation that newcomers will conform the mainstream way of life, often resulting in the loss or subordination of their original cultural identity.
While assimilation can lead to social cohesion, it has been criticized for potentially erasing cultural diversity and fostering a sense of exclusion amongst those who struggle to assimilate.
Multiculturalism. This is an alternative approach that recognizes and celebrates the coexistence of various cultural groups within a society.
It promotes the idea that diversity enriches the social fabric and that individuals can maintain their distinct cultural identities while contributing to a larger community.
Multiculturalism encourages mutual respect, tolerance, and appreciation for differences. However, some argue that it may lead to challenges in establishing a shared national identity.
Albeit these problems and complications, multiculturalism is the best way to ensure that everyone is included.
And finally, social integration. This refers to the ways that different groups of people come together to form a whole in society by learning the local language, making friendships, or joining a club, for example.
It differs from assimilation because with integration, you do not have to lose your unique cultural identity.
Throughout history, there have been several ways and policies to promote social integration. There are also certain challenges to social integration, such as structural inequalities, prejudice, etc. In our increasingly globalized multicultural world, it is absolutely essential to address these challenges and work towards a more equitable world.
And now, on to the interviews.
Can you share a time at BSB when you felt a strong sense of belonging? What made it special?
I felt a strong sense of belonging after I managed to make a friend group and hang out with all of my friends every day and be able to meet up with them not only in school but also in other areas like my house or at a mall.
How can we as the BSB Student Council promote belonging and inclusion?
Probably to make more things like friendship week so that people can have more chances to make friends and improve their relationship with other people.
And how long do you feel it takes for someone to get integrated into the BSB environment?
It depends on the person, whether it's the person is sociable or they're more introverted. I would say it takes about a week for someone to be able to fully make friends.
Thank you. Can you share a time at BSB when you felt a strong sense of belonging? What made it special?
I think it's usually during the summertime. For me in my year, I don't think they have time enough to do this right now. But last year, the guys would play football on the field, on the green field. And the girls and everyone would sit on the corners and we would watch. It would be nice summer vibes. And I felt the most sense of belonging when I was with my friends,
Have you seen or experienced situations at BSB where someone felt excluded?
I don't think I have. I think we are very I don't know how to explain this. I think we're a very inclusive school. Like, I don't think anyone's left out necessarily. So yeah, like, especially in my own friend group, like, we try to include as many people as possible. So I wouldn't say that I've seen anyone like excluded.
How can we, as the BSB Student Council, promote belonging and inclusion?
I think the assemblies help a lot when, the students are told, be like reminded, I suppose, to like kind of branch out and like not only stay in their own friend group and like try to, I don't know, meet new people and like experience new things. You never know what can happen. So
How long do you feel it takes for someone to integrate into the BSB environment?
personally for me, it took me around 3 months just because I already had a friend that I was very close with. We came here together. So integrating and like making new friends, it took quite some time for me because I was already like used to my friends. So yeah, it took some time for me. But I think like generally, like I said, we're a very inclusive school and like people are included pretty fast into friend groups.
Thank you, Matthias and Alex. What a truly insightful journey.
If you want to know anything more about belonging and inclusion or have some ideas that you want considered, please come to the Student Council so we can help.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.